Are stepping up their fight to prevent prisoners from being allowed to vote. The government has been under pressure to implement a European court verdict won by a former inmate from Hull. Judges ruled in favour of convicted killer John Hirst back in 2005. But so far ministers have refused to change the law. Our political editor Tim Idale has more.
This is the man who believes convicted criminals should have a say in our democratic process. John Hirst served 25 years for manslaughter for killing his landlady with an axe. But in recent years he's fought a legal battle from his home in Hull to try to persuade politicians to implement a European court ruling giving prisoners the vote, something David Cameron said made him feel physically ill.
Well, I'm sorry, but on a scale of justice, do you put his weak stomach above people's human rights? Do you?
The European Court of Human Rights had given our government until October this year to implement the Hirst ruling. But I understand that's now been delayed because of a similar case being fought by the Italian government against a convicted murderer there. And many Tory MPs are hoping this matter could be kicked into the long grass once and for all. I find it repellent to see an election determined by inmates who've lost their liberty, and they should also lose their right to vote. Earlier this year, MPs voted overwhelmingly to keep the ban on prisoners voting because most believed it wouldn't be acceptable in the court of public opinion.
They've done something really bad, and what right should they have to vote?
You lose your rights temporarily while you're in prison, and that includes the right to vote.
Human rights lawyers warn that ignoring the European verdict could cost British taxpayers tens of millions of pounds in compensation claims from prisoners. And the former inmate who won that historic ruling says he won't be giving up the fight to get ballot boxers behind bars. Tim Idale, BBC Look North.
And there'll be more on the subject of prisoners and prisoners voting at the weekend on the Politics Show. That's on Sunday here on BBC One at 12 noon.